What a beautiful charge!
Whoa,
This is
what a
fine.
save!
Oh my god, this
Oh,
what a save, my guy!
Good evening, everyone. Glad you're still here with us. We have more Ori and the Blind Forest tournament action here for you. The last match of the night is going to be from the lower division of the lower bracket of the Honor division. That's number 18 seed SmashyLe versus number 34 seed ThisIsNotSully, who is, in fact, Sully. But I'm not Sully, and neither is my partner. Today, we are Vol'jin and Shed. Shed, how are you doing?
I'm doing just fine, Vola. How are you today?
I'm doing pretty well. I had to, I had to go out there a little bit to figure out how to work that opening, but I think it worked out. What do you think?
It was acceptable. I'll give you that.
All right, fair enough. Well, what do you know about this matchup?
So, as you mentioned, this is a lower bracket match, which means, of course, that the loser is out of the tournament. They're done. They are fighting for their tournament survival right now. The winner will be advancing up to face the Roosters Loose in another losers bracket match. But as far as for the two racers are themselves, Sully is he's a fairly new runner, but has been improving at honestly a staggering clip. He's been grinding this game for quite a while now.
Yeah, he really has. There's no other description for what he's been doing. His acumen for practice is really impressive. So he's already down to a 32.05, and you see from that number to the right in parentheses, that's 7 minutes and 26 seconds of improvement since tournament signups. Considering that he only learned the game this year, he had a 39 before the tournament started and already has a 32. That's very impressive. But hey, guess what? His opponent, SmashyLe, she also has a 32. It's not quite as good as Sully's, but she's got that capability. And she's improved drastically since last year's tournament, in which she did not have the performance she was looking for. But this year, she has really come to play.
Yeah, SmashyLe has been she's been around for longer, but is definitely an equal skill runner. We can another interesting thing that I definitely want to point out is that we can see that SmashyLe's average race time is just a little bit slower than Sully's by about a minute, but her best race time is almost a minute and a half faster than Sully's best race time. I'm not exactly sure what that could say about the race coming up here, but actually, it's going to make it exciting, that's for sure. There definitely had the potential to be an exciting race here.
Yeah, that's definitely true. It's one of those things where you look at the stats and are like, okay, well, this is a small sample size. Who knows? It could mean anything. But really, the key here is to think about the consistency and the nerves and how those come into play, how your personal mental state comes into play as we're about to get to the action. For a runner like SmashyLe, she's told us, of course, and we know her pretty well, she's going to be pretty nervous. She's going to be trying to isolate herself into her own world during this race and just play her game and focus. But those nerves are always going to be present, so we'll see whether they affect her. And for Sully's part, actually, he's having some internet issues, so you may notice his stream might be a little bit slideshowy. Unfortunately, there's nothing we or he can do about that. But we're told that he was a little bit upset about that, and that might even alter his game a little bit.
Yeah, those feelings of frustration about his stream might bleed over. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully he's able to keep his cool and pull off a good run here.
Yeah, we'll see. As we do get going, of course, you're seeing that effect. So don't worry too much about that effect on the right side of the screen. We do have the Sully present in the SRL chat and is also recording his run locally, so there's no worry about whether we'll be able to tell whether SmashyLe wins or Sully wins. But in the meantime, on the left side, on the right side, you can see both runners, colorful Oris, making their way to Spirit Flame.
Yep. First skill in the game. This is the all skills category, as you probably should know by now if you've watched any of the tournaments so far. But if you don't, we're going to collect all of the skills in this Metroidvania platformer. And this is the first one.
And it's a very nice one to have. It lets you shoot things. And we kind of like doing that in games of this type.
Well,
and as you see,
it lets you usually shoot things.
Okay, fair enough. And also, only some people opt to skip it, but that's neither here nor there.
You have one of the 2 SBS runners in call with you right now.
Oh my god, it's almost the real category, dude. In any case,
regardless,
Spirit Flame, we can shoot things now. As long as Sign is kind, we'll be able to take them out, get them out of our way, collect their juicy XP and health, and use those for various things along the way here.
Assuming the brief flashes that we're seeing of Sully's stream here are correct, they are basically tied at this point, which is not surprising. We're very early into the run.
Yeah, this is definitely the part where they both have a similar time, which means they likely have a similar level of comfort and optimization of this early game. And so, yeah, you do see a lot of the same strats coming on both sides. You see SmashyLe and Sully both getting that damage boost through that top slime there and managing to get their ghost door deaths with exactly 1 HP, which is, of course, the fastest way to die.
Yep. Got to take a couple scary damage boosts to do it, but they both managed to do it. SmashyLe taking a hit off the Frankie. She'll have to compensate for that down below. Of course, she got the 4th health cell, so it's not nearly as bad as it might seem. She has 1 more health than you need for this area.
Well, that
was rough.
Health. Yeah, she hadn't gotten a health drop yet before. So when you collect your first health drop of the game, as long as it's before the wall jump segment, you'll get that little animation or is like, yeah, I found it. And you're like, shut up, go back to moving. So that not only costs you a second, but if it's in that specific spot, it's very awkward and it's easy to kind of fail the drop down jump.
Like SmashyLe did. Yeah, this has let Sully take a little bit of a lead here. SmashyLe taking a level up on the way into the wall jump. This blows up a couple of brambles in the way when we leave the area. I don't know if Sully took it on the way down. We might find out. Maybe.
It looks like he didn't. I believe he's getting on the way out. But they are coming in basically about 1 second apart, with Sully just slightly in the lead. I do note that we are monitoring like the sync between the 2 runners to make sure that they're like what you see on screen is actually valid. And yeah, like they're still synced. Even if Sully drops a few frames here or there, they're staying pretty much synced. So you can always tell whenever you get that, those glimpses of Sully's stream, you'll know that that's right now.
Yeah, I hear the sounds of it that Sully got his level up on the way out exactly as he wanted to. There's no real time loss or gain either way, whether you take a level on the way in or out. It's just kind of a different XP route, because you end up with more XP on the way out than you do taking it on the way in.
Yeah, and I don't believe either runner is going, well, actually, I'm not sure about Sully. Sully's changed his strats a lot, so I wanted to say I don't think he's going for the genocide strategy in Blacker Burrows, but I actually do not know at the moment.
I do not know either. Sully seems like the kind of runner that would learn a strat like that, though.
Yeah, he's a very confident runner. He doesn't really shy away from difficult strats. I think at one point he was doing magnetless. I don't know if we're going to see that today. Sully is absolutely no stranger to going for the hardest strats, whereas SmashyLe is taking kind of a more standard approach of just like, I don't really need to do those crazy strats yet. I can think about them later, but for now, and obviously she's gotten to this this 32 without that, so that's working out pretty well for her as well.
Not quite sure what happened to Sully behind the stream drop there, but it looks like he's taken a little bit of time loss here, and SmashyLe has pulled ahead. Though it is definitely still very close. This is not as far apart as we have seen runners at this stage of the run so far.
Yeah, and we do see Sully working on his genocide. Genocide, that's the word. Working on his genocide route.
So he is doing it.
Yep, and he is executing well so far. You just have to kill a whole bunch of these slimes. SmashyLe, meanwhile, is doing the alternative route where you pick up this 100 XP orb instead of killing a whole bunch of slimes, and she pulls out that jump very cleanly on the first attempt.
Not an easy jump. You might see runners in this tournament making it look easy. It is not easy. But
Shed, how do you feel about that jump?
Well, considering I was one of the earlier runners to stop doing it and switch to genocide, I hate it.
Call it a leading question.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see the quote-unquote fruits of the genocide route, though, as Sully has caught up to SmashyLe basically immediately just by catching an earlier cycle. That is what genocide allows you to do. It's the reason you do it, and it paid off already.
Yeah, they're basically neck and neck at this point with, yeah, look at that. They're riding the same platforms. Oh my god, it's tied right now as they're both lighting the lantern.
Whoa,
They'll head to
Tara,
the
when
next
did you
rooms.
get here?
I saw SmashyLe mousing something as well, but I wasn't able to make out what she wrote.
I didn't catch it either. Unfortunate.
She probably said, ooh.
That's most likely. It could also have been, but I doubt it, but considering she didn't actually screw up in any way.
That's true.
Something happened to Sully. Looks like he missed his platform.
I want to wonder whether or not the frame issues are affecting his actual gameplay, but I want to say there's no way. It's just internet-based frame
I
drops.
feel like
but
if it was affecting his gameplay, he might have said something in SRL chat by now.
yeah, and we do have rules enabling runners to notify us that they're having a bad tech issue or something. So if you were having something above and beyond just the dropped frames on the network, he'd probably let us know.
Yeah, so what I would speculate happened to Sully is that he missed a platform cycle in the dash room, which cost him a few chunks of seconds, and SmashyLe has pulled ahead now as she heads up to do the Frankie Walk.
Yeah, and she's playing really well so far. Her movement's been quite nice. Sully is too, just looks like a few slight errors, possibly caused by tilt, hopefully not. But SmashyLe, meanwhile, is getting a very nice start to this Frankie Walk. She gets the Frankie to jump into the center of that tree, which is less easy than it seems, Shed.
Yep, it took me quite some practice to be able to do that. That's unfortunate. Froggy decided to stop following for a bit there, so you got to take the extra time to turn back and shoot him so he follows you again. But she's over to the right, pulls off the Frankie Walk level successfully and is through the door. But now it's under the Death Gauntlet.
That's right. She had an optimal set of jumps on that Frankie too, other than the pause, and she gets under the one in the Death Gauntlet very cleanly. And she's not opting for any death gliding. She's just going to blow up those brambles, climb up the wall, get on top of the Crusher, and collect her energy cell and drop a safety save. So she is good to go as Sully is getting to the end of his Frankie Walk. And hopefully we'll get a good glimpse of his Death Gauntlet as SmashyLe's about to try for her Grotto Cycle.
That was a safety energy for Sully. Always nice to have. Oh, missed the cycle for SmashyLe. That looked pretty close, though.
Yeah, that was really well executed. It looks like Sully went for the Death Glide, fell down, but is able to avoid taking too much additional damage, so he's not dead yet. He makes it to the energy cell, and hopefully he will drop a save immediately. God, I hope so. Please, Sully, please drop a save.
There's a save. He made a save before the bridge.
All right, some unfortunate time loss though for him is it's going to set him even further behind SmashyLe. In early cycle here would have helped, but he didn't quite get the movement into there, which is unfortunate, but also does not set him any further back than already.
Yep, since SmashyLe missed it as well. Doing some blind movement for SmashyLe here. Doesn't quite make it up onto the wall, but still saves some time over watching the cutscene. Oh, careful! Those are spikes.
Oh, that was some very confident movement by SmashyLe, just landing on the spikes and jumping right out of them, knowing she would have her double jump back. That's something, you know, that confidence is very hard to come by, Shed.
It is easy to panic when you take damage like that and just die. Grotto skip. Little bit of trouble. Oh no. XP orb animation. And there you go.
All right, nicely done by SmashyLe. A little bit of trouble with it, but she does get up. And Sully, meanwhile, having some, especially having a number of issues there. I know she's been working on this segment lately, and when you're learning like new strats in a given place, it can very easily destroy your muscle memory. But it's also giving Sully an opportunity to catch up here.
It's also a little bit frustrating if you've been working on an area and then it gives you trouble in a race.
Well, Sully helping out a little bit unintentionally by just having a really painful fall on the Grotto skip and not getting it. But that one looked good, and there it is, yep.
He is up and in SmashyLe's footsteps. SmashyLe's grabbing the water vein now. Sully doing some cutscene skips, so he is not too far behind at this point. Definitely still within striking range.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the part of the game where a small deficit doesn't really mean too much. As long as you're within 20 to 30 seconds, unless their opponent is literally like Elo or Ronnie, you can at least feel comfortable that you have some chance of catching up. But, you know, SmashyLe could just beast the entire rest of the game PB by 40 seconds or something.
And she has the lead right now. Like, she can just hold it. It's entirely possible. We'll have to see as the race continues.
Yeah, so far we aren't seeing any major issues, any major mistakes, that is, from really either runner. Both of them missing the early grotto cycle, and they're both kind of having small movement flubs here and there, but otherwise, SmashyLe's just been able to have the slightly more clean play overall and set up this lead so far. We'll see how this continues as, you know, once you get into the Ginso tree shed, the movement and the feel of the gameplay completely changes.
Absolutely. You start heading up instead of sideways. One might even call it vertical.
Probably not.
I mean, who would he? Who would call it that? That's just complicating things. Oh, careful, SmashyLe.
Oh, no, SmashyLe.
That's okay. She recovers from it nicely, but that's a little bit of time that Sully gets to catch up, probably.
Yeah, that was a smart audible by her to just switch to, I'm killing this slime, getting out of my way, I don't want to risk this. And she actually does come away with, she had 2 HP after the slime, and then saved, so now she's at 3. So that's a good number to start the Ginso tree with, just gives you a little safety. Sully hopefully will be able to... Yeah, exactly.
Yep, there we go. Sully gets it clean, so that's a couple seconds there.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to need to do, is count on those very minor mistakes by SmashyLe. Not major ones, but just, you know, here and there, a missed jump or something, and take advantage of those as much as he can.
Looked like SmashyLe was set up for a fast cycle in that room there, but doesn't actually go for it. That's some damage. She has a safety save close behind.
Oh boy, that spider shot though, dude. Oh, and she's slightly low too in that teleporter room, but she gets by.
It's fine.
Everything is fine. Is everything fine?
Maybe. I mean, SmashyLe's fine. I have no clue what's happening. Sully, he's taking some hits in the gamer room. That's always a pain. Doesn't look like he fell too far down though, so that's always good. It's very easy to just completely fall to the bottom of that room, and it sucks a lot.
All right, now we're gonna see SmashyLe put on as much of a clinic as she can muster with these scroll wheeled shots on this mini boss. Looked like she got a really good first cycle, and then she's still been getting 8 on most of these other cycles. If you get 8 per cycle, then you can get 5 cycle, which is apparently what she got based on vague counting in my memory, I'm sure. Somebody will confirm that for me. But that was a well-executed mini-boss for her, and Sully will just have to match that or try to pull off the rare 4 cycle.
I mean, it's Sully, right? Who knows what he's going to try? I hear him trying. I don't see him
you
trying.
can hear the noise.
It sounds like a 5 cycle, maybe.
I believe at this time we can confirm that he has defeated the mini-boss in some number of cycles.
Was not a 5 cycle.
N cycles.
But yeah, you could see he had to do one final hit at the end there, so it could not have been a 5 cycle. Unless he was managing to go for the 4 cycle, which I don't know, man. I don't know. Regardless, SmashyLe's picked up Bash now. Let's talk about that instead.
Oh gosh.
Oh dear.
Accidentally directs that shot into.
What? That's really high. That's not gonna work.
This is she's going for
a lot of trouble.
Yeah, this is not a small time loss here. It feels like less than it is sometimes, but it also can seem like more than it is. Unfortunately, she's able to recover, so she does still maintain a decent amount of her lead, but that certainly gives Sully a chance to catch up, as SmashyLe, even having trouble with that damage boost, and has to fall back down to recover without dying.
And she was setting up for key dupe here, and she misses it. She missed it. She was slightly too far away from the door, and the key duplication does not happen. She'll have to do it again. And Sully is now setting up for his key dupe.
Yeah, he gets the setup on the top platform as well, so that'll save him another couple of seconds. He is right behind her.
Okay. She got it this time.
Yeah, suddenly this is a lot closer than SmashyLe was kind of hoping that it was, and she has to bail out of that one. I believe she rekindled her save, so she would be theoretically okay if she died, but she can't afford to die any more times, as Sully is right there behind her.
And her run would be okay if she died, but her race would not.
Actually, in fact, Sully has caught up entirely. They're tied now.
That's just the top platform save, I guess. Saved just enough time, including SmashyLe's fall there.
Yeah, so now we're neck and neck again. Now, fortunately,
rain
for SmashyLe,
tide. The doors are opening simultaneously. Holy crap!
Oh my gosh! And what I was gonna say was, fortunately for SmashyLe, she's not watching her opponent, because I'm sure if you saw this happening, you would be like panicking, like, oh my god, I had this lead, it's gone now, I'm neck and neck, oh god. So hopefully that will, you know, just mean that she continues the same, like, even-keeled pace of play here.
Sully's not watching either, so he doesn't know that he was... Well, he probably thinks he was behind based off of some of the platform misses in Blackgurt, but he doesn't know that he's caught up now. Yeah,
that's a very good point. But we'll see how that goes. Someone in chat joking. Fortunately for SmashyLe, she's not watching because she wouldn't be able to tell what was happening from this side.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Oh, goodness. Those bashes were really good for SmashyLe. Sully able to get in faster. SmashyLe's going for the double bash strat. Looks like Sully put the frog in there and is having trouble breaking the ground, but now he does.
SmashyLe made it through.
And breaks it.
She just took the lead.
And Sully gets the ceiling break as well. So SmashyLe now taking the lead, but Sully able to stay close behind, using that slightly slower but a little bit more consistent strat.
Hey, consistency didn't matter this time for SmashyLe though. She just blazed through that. That was very nice.
Yeah, this is a clinic from SmashyLe. She's just absolutely, you know, playing to her capabilities right now with very, very few mistakes. And Sully having a slight bit of trouble there, getting the Mortar Worm to even shoot at him. It decided not to because it's just that kind of guy. So that's kind of annoying.
All right, SmashyLe is now leaving Stomp after having collected it first. Sully is now leaving Stomp. They are very close, even still.
Oh boy, it's going to be another one of these, Chad. I don't know if I can handle this.
We have had so many close races this tournament.
All right, SmashyLe being a little more careful jumping off of that bulb. That gives Sully a few seconds to catch up. And now we're going into this frog ability cell, which can easily be a difference as well because of how finicky the frog is. SmashyLe having no problems, Sully having no problems. Just kidding what I just said. Everyone is fine.
SmashyLe setup looked a little finicky to me, but she managed to pull it off, so all's well that ends well. Takes 3 damage there. She's now down to 1 HP. Hopefully she doesn't try for that one damage boost that's the end of this section. Oh, by the way, both of those players just skipped the cutscene. Who cares?
Yep. He's skipped Sully. Oh gosh, SmashyLe almost.
No!
Water, no!
What was the stomp? Why?
Don't understand where that input came from. That is really crappy for SmashyLe, but it gives Sully back the lead as he is able to make his way up. Fortunately, she had that save.
Just gonna say, she had a safety save like halfway between her last save and where she just died, so that was not as brutal as it could have been, but still quite costly.
Yeah, and that's the first real miss for SmashyLe in this run up until now.
Yeah.
Basically, every movement was flawless for all intents and purposes, but right now she had a problem. Did she get the Frankie to follow her?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Okay, I think I watched on the replay. I think I saw it flash over to the side there.
Okay, yeah, she's good.
Oh gosh.
Takes a hit from it. He decides to say hello and give her a hug, but he's down there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Frankie hugs are very, very painful. We're hearing on Sully's side, he did just do the cutscene skip barely a second before SmashyLe.
Yeah, that was not as ahead as I thought he might have been. Yep, yeah, that's way closer than I thought it was. Holy crap.
Oh my goodness. Who even knows how long this will continue, Shed? Both of these runners are playing so well right now with the one blink from SmashyLe and otherwise, you know, a few minor blinks from Sully here and there, but they're both playing incredibly well.
That's an interesting save. Does SmashyLe usually make that one?
I'm not sure that I've seen it before, but I can certainly see that being, you know, a reasonable choice to make if you feel at all concerned about your Valley play.
More commonly, you'll see players make a save right here where SmashyLe is now or up top at the actual Fast Stompless setup point, but...
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Stop, guys, stop this.
Alright, judging by the fact that SmashyLe threw down a second save, I'm guessing she's going to save at the Spirit Well to get that energy back. But right now, her Fast
Oh, it hit the ceiling.
Oh boy. Oh, and she hits the spider, and she has to bash it, but Sully...
What happened to Sully?
I think he didn't like his shot, so he's going to reject it and go back, and SmashyLe now has one.
He bashed the spider.
No.
The damage, she doesn't have enough health.
Oh my goodness. And Sully, meanwhile, is getting his shot. SmashyLe taking the second attempt, and she's making her way back, and this time she will get this shot. That's slow movement, but she does get the cell. Holy crap.
Alright, so she's now one full Fast Stompless behind.
There are certainly worse deficits to have.
Yes, yeah, that is definitely catch-upable. Is that a word? It's a word now.
It's a word now, yeah, you decided. All right, bottom frog for Sully. He's going to go into his Sorrow Bash attempt, which hopefully we'll get to clearly watch. But SmashyLe is going for that save on the Spirit Well, as we mentioned. We got a tip from a viewer who said that SmashyLe does not normally go for that save. She just must be very nervous. Understandably, Sully with the first try Sorrow Bash, and here goes SmashyLe for hers now, too.
Come on, SmashyLe, keep this close. That looks okay. All right, we're in there.
Yeah, you can see by the time she's taking aiming those bashes, she does not want to make the slightest mistake. Sully, that could have been an intentional death. He made a safety save and then immediately died, which is why I think that. But he is getting to the ghost door to get the charge jump. Really good movement, other than some scary moments there with some spikes. But he is still just barely ahead of SmashyLe, who is having some scary moments herself.
SmashyLe is unable to do the ghost door here. She took a safety save before Dorito Cave here, just to be extra safe, but that doesn't mean she'll have to lose some time waiting for the door animation to open.
And her helpful friend, the frog, tried to shoot out the ground from under her, but fortunately, she was just ahead of it. And,
Please no help. We don't want your help, frog.
It's the worst kind of help. You try to stomp the floor, and it's just gone, and you stomp into the 5 damage spikes below it. Sully taking a death on the Terror Break, and he accidentally floats up to the laser.
Okay, that's some time. That's some good time. It's probably equal to the amount of time that SmashyLe had to come down to this save here to set up her SA, but don't die. Okay, good.
Yeah, she has a much better laser cycle than Sully had. For whatever reason, Sully's were just slightly different. But SmashyLe able to come up with a better cycle and save a few seconds here. This looks like about 15 seconds, give or take.
Sounds about right to me. All right, so we also know that SmashyLe's had a little bit of trouble with this cutscene skip recently, where she doesn't actually end up picking the Sunstone. I hope she takes it a bit safer now.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit because she was very nervous about that happening. That looks totally fine. She thought about adding a split. We have an auto splitter that allows you to have a split. Oh wow, Sully getting the weave. Holy crap.
Nice.
We got exactly enough of a glimpse to see that. But a lot of runners will have a split using the auto splitter that automatically triggers when you get credit for the Sunstone. But in this race, SmashyLe has hidden her timer from herself, so she attempted to just be a little more safe on that, and it looked like she was fine, so that won't be a problem.
We are on into Misty Woods. Both runners in the front half of Misty Woods at the same time. This is super close, and we are getting closer and closer to the end of the run here.
Yeah, this is where you start thinking about...
Oh my god!
SmashyLe might be running out of runway to keep up, but Also having some very scary moments here, not dropping. There it is. Okay, never mind.
She'll need to pick up another energy here. That one. There you go.
Oh, and it went right into her too.
Careful. That
right.
slime can mess you up pretty hard if you're trying to grab that energy, but she gets past them. Sully's made it to the climb trees onto the back half of Misty now.
Yeah, this would be about 20 seconds for SmashyLe. A few more seconds lost on the way here, but there's so much room for bad stuff to happen, and hopefully it won't. But SmashyLe's probably thinking, you know what? Actually, it's okay if something bad happens to Sully right now.
Yeah. I'm also kind of realizing now that the movement in this area and the late game is just so fast that it looks farther apart than it actually is. Like, this is... Sully's well into the back half of Misty here. SmashyLe having some trouble. But I was going to say that she is definitely still within range of catching up, for sure.
Yeah, it's an interesting save to have dropped, too. I wonder if she was just holding the wrong button. She may be...
That's possible.
A bit nervous right now. Some of her movements seem a little bit off, but, you know, she's doing a really good job of fighting through it. The problem for her is... if she keeps having things like that happen, ooh, Sully takes some damage as well. If she keeps having things like that happen, she might run out of opportunity to catch up to Sully. But again, there's lots of opportunity for things still to occur. Sully's coming into this rocket jump.
Okay.
Here. Okay, he's safe.
Okay, it is safe. I was about to say, I think we're getting to the point of the run now where it's not going to be on SmashyLe anymore. This is now Sully's race to lose, basically. But if he makes a major mistake, fortunately that death wasn't major enough, but if he makes another one, then that's the lead.
Yeah, well, it was enough for SmashyLe to catch up substantially, but Sully's doing a good job of keeping her at bay with that clean mini-boss quick kill. That was flawless. SmashyLe is now coming into the same mini-boss, just a bit behind, and kind of hesitating for just a second.
Yeah, wonder if she was unsure what her energy count was.
Yeah, well, she's okay now. She gets the level up from the mini-boss, and she lost a few more seconds there, but, you know, not dying and not having to go all the way back to that previous safety save. Those are definitely key things. Unfortunately, because she doesn't know how close it is, she doesn't know that she can't afford some of the safety here.
Right.
She needs to play a little bit faster, and unfortunately, she doesn't know that that's the case.
That would be the benefit of watching your opponent, is you could adapt and start playing more aggressive, but SmashyLe opting to not watch, maybe to appease some nerves, but she looks pretty nervous to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, well, when you're on pace like this, certainly there's cause for nerves. She is, I want to say, pretty close to PB pace. I don't think it's on PB pace. I think it's maybe about 40 seconds behind. Yeah, but still very good pace. Same with Sully, for that matter.
Very true. What happened to... Okay. Sully was doing some mouse waving. I'm unsure what it meant. I was scared for a second it might have been a cut scene, but fortunately it was not.
No, I think he missed exiting out of the game before the cutscene started, so he had to wait. But he still got the level up. SmashyLe, almost had the same thing happen, but she's able to get out. And Sully, you see a beautiful grenade jump from him coming out of here. And a bad charge dash, though. That's really interesting.
All right, I am super curious to hear what the difference between these two runners is at Light Grenade. As the run goes on, the time that Sully has to make a mistake goes down.
Yeah, and he'll be thankful for that for sure. As you run out of that runway, you're like, please just let me get to the end of this run. I just want to finish it. SmashyLe, meanwhile, beautiful movement exiting grenade. Sully just getting to the teleporter. SmashyLe right behind. This is even closer than it already was. Oh my goodness.
All right, so I'm curious now. If I was in SmashyLe's position, I would only go for 5 health. Because you're slightly behind your opponent, you just need that little bit of time save. But SmashyLe has told us that she will probably, in all cases, be going for 6.
Yeah, well, one case that she specified she might go for 5 was if she was on very good pace, for example, PB pace. This is not PB pace for her,
No.
It's good pace.
Yeah, there's the 6.
Yep. I think this is a good decision for her. If you're not comfortable with the 5, there's so much risk of dying on the final swim that it might not even be worth the 4 seconds to save.
That's true.
Even when the race is this close.
And admittedly, if like basically the only thing at this point is Sully heads to the final escape, the only thing that would make that matter would be like 1 or 2 missed door warps, and there's so much more that could go wrong. So
that's
a missed grenade jump for Smashy. She needs to just go now.
Yep, we're not yet finding out what Sully's door warp is.
Is he in or not? I don't know. He's not in.
Oh my gosh. Smashy is
God.
now right on his tail.
Oh my god. Holy crap.
No, dude.
Holy crap, the door.
The great equalizer as Smashy's now getting her attempt. Sully's still loading in. Smashy doesn't get it first try
my
either.
God.
Sully's still trying.
Oh my god, no! This is pain. This is misery. There's Smashy's in.
Gets it. That's the lead.
Sully's
right
in.
there. Holy crap! They are going into the final tides, Chad. I cannot believe this.
Oh my god. All right, well, Smashy's 6 HP probably paying off here. Then just give you that little bit of extra safety in the final swim. Holy crap, they're so close.
Smashy gets a
few
seconds
Smashy.
of a head start. She is going to begin her movement through this final escape, but Shed will be following close behind. Shed. Wow. Sully will be following close
I'm watching
behind.
close behind.
Dude, I'm so excited I can't even like keep names straight, but
Come on, Smashy.
So far. She could just dive straight into this water, Shed. She doesn't even have to wait because of the 6 HP.
Right. But it's gonna come down to the last input. The grenade jump to skip half of the final cutscene. If Smashy screws it up basically at all, and Sully gets it first try, it's his. Come on, Smashy. To bash into the wall, she recognizes it. That's a missed input. Sully sets up.
Goodness,
Sully got it! Oh no, he took it! He took it! He took it right from right from underneath. Smashy there. Holy crap.
Gosh, and Smashy is going to finish literally seconds behind him, Shed.
Oh
this
my
is
god.
The closest finish in the tournament, for sure.
Oh my god, wow. I said it. I said Smashy needs to get this first try, and that's exactly what happened.
Oh, Sully is now holding right. Smashy is now holding right. No Naru hops for either of them. They know. They haven't even seen a dot done yet, so they don't even, like, know the other person's finishing, but there it is.
Kidding me.
The final times. Sully, 33:57. Smashy, 33:59.
2
separated by
seconds.
a second and a half. Holy crap.
I can't words. I can't words. That was so close. That was too close.
Can we... Okay, alright, Shed, hear me out here. Can we, instead of having either of these players get eliminated from the tournament, can we eliminate the Roos's Williams instead?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Roos needs to go do a run right now, and if it's slower than either of these guys, he's out.
Oh, well, I mean, crap. He'll probably... he's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god.
Wow. I mean, if you're Smashy, you haven't been watching the race, so you did not know until the last possible instant that it was this close. But that's got to be a bit of a heartbreaker.
I can't even imagine. You didn't know how close it was at the end, and 2 seconds. 1.5. You screwed up 1 grenade jump input. You know you did.
Yeah, and I mean,
that was it.
It's a frame perfect trick. Like how, take any person off the street and ask them if under the pressure of a tournament race, can they consistently every time press 2 buttons consecutively? I mean, I can do that almost all the time. But if my hands are shaking because I'm nervous about a race, I don't know about
it. It gets harder and harder.
Yeah. We are joined in the chat by our two. I'm just gonna say it like this: our two victorious runners, one of whom has the pleasure of being slightly more victorious, unfortunately, and that is Sully. Sully, GG. Tell me what you thought when you saw that you got done literally 2 seconds before SmashyLe.
I just felt bad. Like, honestly, for SmashyLe. I didn't want to, like, you want to win, but you don't want to win. You know what I mean? It's a weird feeling. Because, you know, SmashyLe and I consider us friends, and it just kind of sucks to have to knock her out of the tournament. I'm glad I won and all, but I'm really glad it was a close race despite all my nonsense internet issues. So sorry for that to everybody that was watching.
Oh, we saw just enough, fortunately.
We enjoyed the slideshow. We do also, of course, have SmashyLe in the call. SmashyLe, I don't even know what to say. I mean, first of all, GG, your performance was incredible, but I'm so sorry for how that turned out. You know, how do you feel after a race like that?
Now I wish I had been watching. I would have gone 5 health because I think I got the swim, and or I should have got like first try grenade, but no, you know, GG to Sully. I had no idea where he was in the race or how close it was. So
it was honestly, it was pretty close the entire way. SmashyLe had a couple like 10-20 second lead up until Fastopolis.
Yeah,
That's what I expected.
Then Sully pulled ahead by about the same amount, and then Door Warp equalized it, and you guys were tied at the final escape.
I got bodied by Door Warp.
We saw that.
Like,
yep. We kept seeing the slideshow of like loading back in. We're like, what? No, he still hasn't gotten it.
As I was walking Naru over, I'm just like thinking to myself, don't let it be Door Warp, man. Like, don't let it be that. But
yeah, I think
it was almost.
It almost was. It almost was.
If I didn't get first try grenade jump, she would have won. Like, easily
Yep.
as that.
Yep. Yeah.
I was so close. I can't wait to watch SmashyLe play because obviously mine was a slideshow, but I'm sure that was awesome. Good job, SmashyLe. I'm sorry. I'm sorry it was like that. But good game. I'm really glad it was close. That's really, I think, what we both wanted out of it. That was just like really close.
Yeah.
I mean, I just like both of you should be really proud. Like, obviously, neither of you played up to your PB level, so maybe you'll be like, "Oh, I could have saved so much more time." But like, you guys played really well in a race situation against a closely matched opponent, knowing what was on the line, and both of you like just did what you needed to do at all points in the race. I'm super impressed. Like, that was so much fun to watch.
Well, I'm glad.
Yeah, soon.
Shed, do you have any questions? All I can think of is just how awesome that was to watch. And I'm just like, I coherent thoughts? What?
My one question, I guess, would be well, so SmashyLe on the Valley entry split. It was obviously unfortunate, but I was kind of wondering what you were thinking at the time. Did you like not realize that your health was too low for the damage boost there?
Yeah, I wasn't sure, but the spider like shot way early.
Right.
I wasn't sure what happened there, but yeah, I hadn't even checked my health, but I might as well have started over, honestly, because
because the spider wasn't ready. So even if you had the health, basically, if you had tried to go back, and you wouldn't have made it. So
right, exactly.
That makes sense.
So I just did it again. Didn't matter.
Yeah, with the save there particularly, I like the strats drop. You dropped one save back at the peg, and so you were just like, well, I can throw as many as I want. I'm gonna save it.
Yeah, exactly. I really like that fast Fastopolis save, just in case, you know, I happen to get sad cells, I can just reload and do it again. So
good call. All right, Sully.
Or die.
Or die. Yeah, that can happen. Sully, of course, you will be continuing your tournament life to move on to face in the lower bracket finals of the Anno division, the Roosters Loose. Tell me about your feelings towards this matchup.
I'm really excited for it. I think that's going to be an even closer race. And Roos, don't expect a performance like that from me again, because I promise it's not going to happen this next one, dude. It's going to be... We're both going to have to play really, really well. So I'm really excited for it. I think that has potential to be one of the best ones of the tournament so far, to be honest.
Claiming it's going to be closer than this one. I'm excited.
The ones, dude. If it's gonna be that close, I'm gonna need to like, I don't know. I'm gonna need to get spoilers and then watch afterwards because I will actually have a heart attack.
Well, maybe not literally closer, but it's going to be at least a lower time, I hope, from me. But yeah, that should be a really good one. So I'm looking forward to it.
You can beat him. It's okay.
Thanks, Smash. I appreciate that.
He's sitting right here too. So.
You got the girlfriend's permission. It's all good.
Oh my goodness. Shed, any last things to throw at our two runners here?
Nah, I'm good. I'm still reeling from that ending, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, there's not much more to say. You guys both played out of your minds, and that was such a race. You guys both have to watch it back. It was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to doing that.
Well, all right. That's going to do it for us for tonight. I believe we don't currently have anything scheduled for tomorrow. We have a contingency plan where we may be able to do something in the evening, but we'll certainly announce that when we have the opportunity. In the meantime, that's been it. Thank you guys for watching. Shed, as always, pleasure commentating with you.
You as well.
And our next scheduled race, I believe, is on Friday. Actually, let's pull that up.
Yes. We have a race on Friday between Terra and Brynhold.
Those would be the lower division, the lower bracket finals from the ILO division. The winner of that to face Elo Jiminy for the right to represent that division in the finals. So that will be something noon Eastern Daylight Time on Friday, the 30th of March. So tune in for that. In the meantime, thank you all for watching. Hope you're all still, alive and your hearts aren't beating too fast. But as long as they are, come on back on Friday and we'll see you then. Have a good one.
See ya.
Damage as they head through. So, ooh, nice job. And wow, Yoko. Oh,
No,
my goodness.
oh no,
this
Yoko.
is good.
Oh my goodness. Please be careful.
This is so-
He hasn't taken any really bad deaths as result, but
Oh no.
Why did I say that? Why did I say that?
Yeah, true shade. So we're gonna see what Didu decides to do. Nice safety save there, and wow, the value from the safety save.
The trick itself requires precisely positioning a frog and managing your XP, but because that can happen, because that froggy has a chair and it can stomp it right on your tiny little head.
Oh god, Milton, get out of there!
Holy crap, the recovery from that.
It's deceptive. Ooh, deceptively difficult. Rufus.
Holy
so close.
crap, Rufus.
Oh.
Oh god.
Is it?
And what is happening now?
I don't know.
Oh,
Monthly shot going through.
Oh, he's missed the double bash though. He's gotta go back up. Monthly's shots are facing the floor. I hope he does not get that on the upper one. Jesus, broken his swamp.
Oh, Monthly getting hit by the shot.
Metal that Terra did. Oh, missing that, but he's got the backup. That's okay. Oh my gosh.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh. Okay, try again. Just this time you can get to the platform.
What you've seen from runners like Lucidus, Uncle Ronnie, and Eviona so far in the tournament, and oh wow.
Bam.
I do not know how he survived.
Both runners getting that fifth.
Oh, Randomson had a really... Wow, what a nice backup, though. Randomson had trouble with the first spider shot, but now it's basically tied.
Go stomp the rocks. And oh,
Fluffy,
I
what
didn't know you could do that.
Oh,
You really just keep
goodness.
moving and skip that cutscene?
Oh god, Hori's in the air! Hello!
Oh no. Oh, Frankie. Frankie, please go away. Oh, that is so
no.
painful.
Oh, this is a party.
Luckily, he does have a safety.
Yeah, oh, mini boss not quite going according to plan. Melvin's gonna go with the stomp spam. Keep that frog away. Get out of here. Don't hit me with chair. He says he gets through it okay, and we'll be just finishing up Misty.
The section is really difficult with the 5 health. All right, he gets the bash off of the fish. So yeah, he gets through. But upcoming here is
He's gone through.
Oh, he takes a death. Richard is in the lead. No, they're tied. Richard just died as well.
What?
This is literally synced in the final escape, guys. Unbelievable.
They both stopped the thing together. Okay.
Each one of those grenades costs 1. He's got 1 left. That's enough for 2 grenade jump attempts. If he keeps missing in that particular way, he's got 1 chance left.
1 more.
And he gets it! The
First
clutch.
try, and well, not first try, but you know what? First try.
We'll call it first try.